Yeah, so this is a chart, a table actually, that shows a lot of information about the purported new Meta superintelligence team. This was shared. I saw it from Didi Das from Menlo VC. Didi is becoming one of the more prolific venture posters, I think we could say, Jason.
Got it.
He's leaning into sharing things that get attention to him and his firm. Totally fine. But when you see a chart like this, a table like this, Menlo, yeah. When you see a table like this, you want to go and look at the information behind it and not just take it whole cloth. So we bucketed these people that we could find and fact check. So China, you're right, does lead with 23 of the 51 that we could find. Following in number of frequency, it's USA with 14, and then Brazil, Russia, India, South Africa with 2, and then other nations with people that made it to the Meta ASI team include France, Israel, Australia, South Korea, Germany, and the UK. Now, you mentioned PhDs. So what fraction hold an advanced degree? It's 80.3%. Now that, I think this is both masters and PhDs, but the gist is these are highly educated people who went through traditional educational channels. The only person we could find who didn't go to college at all was Daniel Gross, and Alexander Wang, previously of Scale AI, dropped out of MIT.
And they are both incredibly young. They're in their 20s. Makes sense. Daniel Gross is more of an entrepreneur than a computer scientist. So he's a wild card on this list. He's the Joker's wild here. And I mean that in the best possible way. And then you have people who are dropouts kind of thing. 75% have PhDs, 50% or so from China. 75% are first generation immigrants. So this is super important, I think, when we think about policy and recruitment, which I keep bringing up. Had an interesting discussion with JD Vance on stage just 2 weeks ago. There's two ways to look at this data. Should we be concerned, and I'm sure there are people in the State Department who are, that you have our adversaries, our rivals in China, making up 50% of this list? Of that group, how many are spies? Just to say it bluntly. How many are compromised and are spies? Now, this sounds like xenophobic and dramatic. There are people in our State Department, CIA, who are monitoring the communications and tracking these people. I can guarantee you that. Not all of them, but some of them. And in fact, these companies are probably tracking them. And if you think that this is crazy, just look at the history of Twitter, Facebook, Microsoft finding spies within their ranks. It happens all the time.
Yeah, Saudi Arabia, for example, got some people into Twitter back in the day, famously.
Yes.
North Korea has been placing, well, actually not spies, but workers in a number of companies as well.
Which I think they were doing just for the salaries, because
they literally need hard currency. Yeah,
they need money. So, but here it's like a very nuanced point, because also what the Chinese government does, according to reports I've read, is they compromise these folks by going to their family members who are still in China, and they put screws in them. Now, lest we pretend that the United States are angels in any of this, or Israel is, or Germany is, or France, we all do this. We're all compromising people and planting people. We've got plants in China, Russia, everywhere. So this isn't like a one-way thing. Everybody's planting people everywhere. Everybody's spying on everybody. But you do have to think, wow, the majority of the team in Meta's AI group, the Superintelligence group, is either from China or of Chinese origin. This means two things. One, what's going on with our education system? Two, if we are in competition, who is the loyalty for each of these people too? And knowing how aggressive the Chinese are in these matters, this is a massive red flag.